Hello, my name is Ibrahim and I'm applying to be a community assistant night shift manager for the academic term of 2026 to 2027. Now, the reason why I'm applying to be in this role is because I believe that I am a calm and respectful person. And I've seen during my own time and residence, the main issues generally happen at night, such as safety, electrical fire, safety issues, emotional distress, or general issues that happen. Now, when I was there, a fire broke out at night, and I saw in that scenario on how being a calm person really resonated with the students, because at that time when they're feeling in panic, they want someone who's composed and giving them the proper and correct directions. So the overall environment feels safe and comfortable to be in. Hence, I believe I am that sort of person. Hence, I'll be a good addition to the night shift team. Now, if a student is feeling unhappy, emotional, or under the influence, I will firstly try to stay calm, because there's nothing worse than escalating the situation. I'll try to de-escalate as much as I think possible. Now, I would assess the risk. Firstly, if a student is under the influence, I would see if they're a safety threat to themselves or other people around them, and I would focus on harm reduction. My goal again is to de-escalate and stall until either they're able to readjust or I can call professional help, because I understand that in every scenario I won't be professionally equipped to handle it. So I will document and approach the proper authorities so they can deal with it. There's nothing worse than trying to be something that you're not necessarily good at, and therefore making the situation even more worse. Now, about balancing multiple responsibilities. As a student, I sort of already balance multiple responsibilities. Now, obviously, there's academic and there's research, as well as personal opportunities. Now, for example, I'm on a scholarship from edX. Now, if I start to fall behind academically or through my research, my scholarship can be under threat. And if I can't fulfill my personal commitments, I'll lose my good connections with people, and then I won't be able to relate to them. I'll lose my networking prowess, as they call it, and that is sometimes more important than just being like academically good, because in our world it also it's a good thing to know people. Hence, I've already been juggling like several things at once, hence I believe that I'm pretty good at it. Now, the way I did it was that I prioritized tasks by urgencies, and I broke the big tasks into as small tasks as I could, so they are more biteable. If a task seems too big, I might be discouraged from even attempting to solve it. Now, suppose there are tasks that I am struggling with and that I cannot do within the deadline. I'll try to extend the deadline and communicate to whoever is responsible that this is an issue and I need more time to solve it. And I believe that this approach, if nothing else, helped me save organizing calm, because if a person who's panicked can really do absolutely nothing. And I believe that this is important for night shift role, because I have experience with handling multiple responsibilities at one time. Therefore, I believe that if a situation comes up where students are in panic, I will be able to better assist them. Now, this thing, if students start challenging the community standards, happens a lot, because students believe that if something is unfair, they will speak out about it. Now, the main thing to understand is that they're not speaking from a malicious point of view. They have their own voice, and their point of view also makes sense from a certain angle. Now, the main point to understand is to be a neutral third party in this scenario. Make them understand why they're there, and they've been there for a reason, and they have been relatively successful in maintaining a safe and respectful community. Now, as I've lived in residence, so most of the rules are more or less fair. However, sometimes in certain scenarios, in certain predicaments, students don't really understand the rationale behind them, hence they aren't able to properly assess them. So I believe that I'll try to convince them using neutral language, and most of all, not escalating the situation. However, if resistance did continue, I'll document the interaction and escalate to whoever I should that this happened, and please resolve this issue. My goal is to be a balance, not to be an agitator. Now, obviously, throughout my life, I've had many conflicts with someone. A short one is that While I'm doing my thesis, I work in a group. Now, several members of the group have their own ideas. Now, obviously, due to time and resources constraints, it's not possible to take all their ideas. And even though their ideas may have merit, comes time where you have to pick one or the other. Now, in that scenario, sometimes, for example, in that scenario, I picked an idea of someone else rather than another person. The second party got offended and they made it personal. And the goal is to remind someone that I'm not being malicious and you're not being malicious. We just have different points of view. So I understood them that at my point of view, it didn't really make sense. And I took them away, tried to understand to the best of my abilities. Now, my unique contribution is that I have been to a residence before, and I have seen how, when incidents occur, how bad the situation can get. I can remember when I believe in Newcomb, a fire got. There was a pretty big electrical fire. Someone had an electrical fan in their room, covered with a fur blanket. The fan caught fire and so did the blanket, and the entire room caught fire, due to which the entire Newcomb Hall inside Sheriff Hall got full of smoke. Now, friends of mine were there. I was personally also were there, so I have first-hand experience on that. And I remember how, a residence officer came to my room, knocked the door, took me out, gave me direct directions on what to do, and hence they were able to get me out safely. Now, in that scenario, if they were panicked or if they weren't able to do their jobs properly, bad things could have happened. But they didn't, because they were calm and respectful, which I believe I can be in this scenario as well. Thank you.